Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Ooh, this is weird. I'm shaking a little, if you can see that, which is pretty common for my anxiety. I like literally with my hand, like I get like the shakiest hands ever when I'm anxious and I'm trying to do my makeup. It literally like it doesn't work. Okay, I don't really know what this video is about to be. To be totally honest, I'm actually working on another video for this channel that was supposed to come out today, but life doesn't really always happen the way you think it's going to, right? So like I had this whole plan, I had this whole vision, and then depression hit. And this is why I'm making this video, because this is real, this is happening, and this is what I want my channel to be. I want my channel to be every part of my life, the good, the bad, the funny, fashion, all of that, and then real life shit, because I feel like not enough people show like real life shit, and I want to, because I want to show the real side of life, because I feel like we're so inundated with just these perfect lives and these perfect people on YouTube and Instagram and all these things, and we all want that, right? We all want to be perfect all the time and have everything perfect and have this amazing life, but sometimes shit gets in the fucking way. Like things happen, and I feel like in 2020, I mean, we all can realize that shit is fucking crazy right now, and I feel like if there's any time to be open about mental health and all of that, like I feel like it's right now. Like I feel like this is the time to just let it all out and share. Me editing, and I just want to jump in and say I totally understand that not everyone wants to share their story. Some people aren't ready to, some people don't want to talk about it publicly, let alone share about it on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that. So that's why I think people like me, who are given the gift of being super open and honest and willing to share, I think it's really important that we talk about it, because I think it just helps shed light and give a voice to those who maybe don't want to share about it publicly. So I totally get it. If you don't want to share your story, don't feel bad about it. I just felt like I wanted to add this in here. Okay, where do I even start this video? So let's start with just why I'm making this video. So I had a fucking terrible day yesterday. Oh my God. I feel like once I get the crying out a little bit, it'll get a little easier, but this is why I wanted to record this video, is because like this isn't easy. Like people deal with this every single day, and it's not fucking easy, and I want to just show you that you're not fucking alone and that everyone feels this type of way. Okay, get it together. So I had a really fucking awful day yesterday, and for me, part of my healing process and something that makes me feel better, and it's almost therapeutic, is sharing it with you guys. That's why I'm here right now. So yesterday I put on my story that I was struggling with my mental health, with anxiety and depression and all of those things, and I just put it out there because I had a great weekend. I was posting all over Instagram. I had so much fun. My friends came and stayed the weekend with me, and I just had a great time. And then the very next day, everything fell to shit. Like I just had a terrible day, and I said on my Instagram story, and I'm saying it here, that I never want to just show one side of who I am. I am someone who loves life. I love to romanticize life. I love to make getting coffee the most beautiful thing I've done in a day. Like I love to just love life. Like that sounds cheesy, but it's true. And I'm a happy person. I'm a passionate person. I have things I care about. And then on the other hand, I struggle a lot. I have a lot. Oh my God, my voice is gonna be so annoying editing this back. I struggle a lot. I have a ton of anxiety, and more recently I deal with depression. I shared this on social media, and I got the most insane responses from everyone, of people just being like, I feel the exact same way. You put into what I'm thinking into words. I think it's just refreshing sometimes to see someone post on social media that they're struggling, and like, I'm not some like famous person. These are like my friends that are saying this back to me. Like these are people I know, some are people I don't know, but it's people that I feel like I have a relationship with, and I feel like sometimes those are the hardest people to be open and real with, because you might see your favorite influencer talk about anxiety and depression, but you don't know them in person. You don't have a relationship with them. But for someone you know to talk pretty openly about, you know, what they're struggling with, I feel like sometimes it can just be like the helping hand someone needs to realize, like, you're not alone. Like, we're all fucking driving this struggle bus together. We're all in this. All of those responses is why I'm sitting down here making this video today, because genuinely every message that was sent to me, whether it was a text message or a DM or a phone call, like, it meant a lot, because I was in a really bad place yesterday. Like, I just felt like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, I have no point, I have no direction. Like, I literally cried in a Trader Joe's and was crying so bad. Let me get this napkin. I was crying so bad that I had to go in the parking lot and cry in the parking lot. And this poor mom was getting her daughter out from her car seat and definitely watched me cry. I almost felt so many emotions that I couldn't feel any, if anyone can understand that. Like, I had so many things floating around in my head, and I was just feeling 1,000 different things at once that, like, I almost felt nothing. I was just like coasting, and it was just a very new experience for me, because I am an empath. I feel everything times 1,000,000. I have a lot of emotions, and let me just say that feeling emotions and crying does not make you weak. That's why I'm sitting here doing this video, is because I'm not gonna sit in my room and cry by myself and think that showing my sad, anxiety-ridden side is a weakness, because it's not. It makes me stronger than a lot of people who can't face their emotions, and it makes us, the people who are dealing with this, a lot stronger, because we're facing things that make us scared. And when being open and showing your sad side and crying every 30 seconds on this video does not make me weak. I do not see vulnerability or talking about the sad parts of your life, like, that's not a weakness to me. It's who I am, and I'm not gonna sit here and think that that's like any sort of weakness, because it's not. It's a fucking strength. Okay, that was like a side note that I didn't even like expect to hit. But I don't want anything I say today to be set in stone or to make you think that, like, I feel this way all the time, because I don't. And like I said, that's why I'm making this video, to show you two sides of who I am. I would say within the last year is when it all sort of changed for me. My anxiety and my depression both sort of took on different forms. My anxiety became way more prevalent and way more like just anxious. My head starts to, like, it's almost as if my mind has like a body of its own, and it just runs 2 miles ahead of my actual body. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, I can't even get up and move and do anything, but my mind is like 6 blocks ahead, running so fast I can't keep up. And it's just like giant disconnect between my brain and my body sometimes. Like, that's what my anxiety, if I had to like paint you a picture of my anxiety, it is literally my head 6 miles in front of my body. That's what my anxiety feels like. One thing I put on my story yesterday was that I want so much in life. Like, I have such big dreams for myself. Sometimes it feels like I'm too determined, I'm too driven, because nothing until I get to that point feels good enough. And that's not any way to live life. Like, not to sound so cheesy, but if you're so focused on the end, you miss everything in between. And that's like where life happens, is like the in-between. And I hate to sound like a fortune cookie, but like, it's true. Like, life happens along the journey. I'm placing such intense dreams and goals on myself that like everything in between is just not good enough. It's like, I didn't accomplish this goal, and I didn't make this happen, and I'm not here, and this is what I want, but I'm not there yet. And there's so many steps and so many things I want to accomplish that it just is like, God, it really fucking feels like you can't do anything because you set the bar up to 1,000,000. And I know that like a logical answer would be like, set realistic goals. Don't set such long-term ones, set short-term ones. But even my short-term goals are fucking huge. Like, even my short-term goals are too big for myself. So it's like, I don't ever want to compromise, and I'm never in my life ever going to settle until the things I want come true. But I think part of my journey is going to be learning how to embrace the in-between, learning how to set realistic goals that are still big, but also setting goals to get me to that bigger goal, because I feel like if not, I'm just gonna keep getting so disappointed and so frustrated that I haven't hit this giant goal. not need me sitting up here and talking to a camera explaining why 2020 has induced fucking depression in a lot of people. Obviously, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of a quarantine, a weird in-between phase of quarantine where some people are living their life, some people are still inside, and our political system is a fucking shit show. I won't even get into that. So it's not surprising that a lot of us are feeling like, what the hell is going on? I've had a pretty shitty couple weeks. I lost my job recently. Well, I still currently have my job, but I've been working at a boutique in Philadelphia that has been my entire life for 3 years. Like, that store has been my whole life. And we're closing because fuck 2020. I think when you lose a part of yourself that you've identified with for so long, when you lose that, you sort of end up like directionless. And that's how I feel right now. Like, I feel very, what's next? A lot of people in my DMs have also lost their jobs and were saying they feel the same way of sort of like, what's next? Like, no one really knows what 2020 has in store. So it's like, what do we do now? Where do we go? What's up, what's down? Like, it's so hard to plan your next steps when so much of our world right now is like pretty uncertain. So that's something that I feel like a lot of people are suffering with, is just sort of like, what the fuck is next? And that's where I'm at. I have so many things I want to do, but I can't do any of them until I get myself set. So now that I've sort of just brain dumped everything I could, I'm ready to get my day started. And one thing I am a firm believer in is to do one thing that makes you feel good, because my number one quote in life is, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give to others and you can't be there for others if you're not there for yourself, and if you're not doing things that make you feel good. My depression and my anxiety will not be healed by the end of this video. I'm not going to be magically better. I'm not going to be perfect. One therapy session is not going to heal me, but I can make small steps and do something that makes me feel really good. And I've been feeling like shit the past 2 days. So you know what? We're gonna do something that makes me feel really good. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna go to Five Below. I have no idea why, but I've recently just had this desire to go to Five Below. And we're just gonna have like a day to sort of just get my head back on track, do one thing today that makes me feel good. And for some unknown reason, that's gonna be going to Five Below. I have no idea why, but I woke up this morning and I was like, all I wanna do is go to a Five Below. I've never said that before in my entire life, ever. I don't really think anyone has, but we're gonna do one thing that makes me feel good today, and that is gonna be Five Below. So yes, I did go to Five Below, but no, I did not fix my anxiety. But what I did do is buy a new fake plant, and I feel like that's pretty close to fixing my anxiety. This specifically did not fix me, but it did get me out of the house and honestly give me a little perspective, which is why I'm sitting here the next day in a different outfit, sort of with a different look on the video. I'm still deep in it, right? Like, I'm not fixed. I'm not just magically cured. Like I said, I did get some perspective, and I was able to step out of the house and step out of this bubble and this mindset that I was in and see that like there's a world out there. Sometimes I feel like when you're so deep in it and you're so stuck in your head, you kind of forget that like there's a world outside of your anxiety, and a world out there exists. And even if it's just going to Five Below and buying a fake $5 plant, if that reminds you that there's more than your anxiety, go to Five Below and buy a fake $5 plant, because you gotta take what you can get. And I think that that's something I find so important. Doing one thing to make me feel better actually made me feel better. If it's makeup or your hair or cooking dinner or getting a good workout in or rearranging your room, going for a walk, whatever it is that makes you feel just a little bit more like you, that's sort of where I'm at. That's sort of what's kind of helping me feel better, because I feel like I need to take little steps so that I can get over the big one. And if I don't have all the answers and I don't know what to do, the one thing I do know is that we're in this together. And if you feel like you're drowning and you have no idea what's going on, just know that there is a place for you in this world, and there's a reason you're here, and at some point, somewhere, we will end up exactly where we're meant to be. I don't know where that is right now. I have absolutely no idea where I will end up in the next 5 years, in the next year, honestly, even in the next 30 minutes. But what I do know is that at some point, I will end up where I'm meant to be. No questions asked. I know that this video was a little bit of a mess and a little bit of a roller coaster. This can't be perfect. It's not perfect to talk about your anxiety. It's not perfect to talk about a dark place that you're in, but it's real. And I wanted this video to be real, and I wanted this video to be on my channel because I feel like sitting in your sadness and understanding it and being able to take yourself out of it and move forward is only gonna make the better times better. I would love to post a funny video and a fashion one and maybe another lifestyle one, but I can't do any of that until I get this figured out. So that's sort of why I made this video. I'm going to end this here, guys, because I honestly could probably talk for 12 hours because I feel like this is a little bit of a therapy session. It feels weird to plug my channel at the end of a serious video, but I do have exciting content coming, and I want this channel to be a place that people can come and enjoy something and feel good and maybe laugh, I don't know. So if you are not already, please subscribe to this channel. I don't know what else to say. I feel like just subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I'm sending all the love in the world. We will get through this. We will end up where we need to be. I'll see you guys next week.